This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Cut! Move the team! Come on, tempo.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
14. Here we go, 14. Shotgun.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
14. What? 380. What's left? Hey, 0.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Shotgun. 12. 380.
On 1st down, Wilson leaves it for Penny. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
14, run it. 47, Mike. Big jumbo. Let's go, 14. Shot it. Bang out. Bam.
Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
Gotta go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Big jumbo. 19. Go. What? 380.
To throw is Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football. Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Breeze. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Ingram's got the 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Easy.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he had a pretty nifty hurdle, but couldn't do much else as he's brought down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Kill, kill!
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, heck, these pants make me look fat.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas from 10 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's able to put it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Be ready for one word. Be ready for one word. Got it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Breeze. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Hey, easy. Check 51.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
14,
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff to Penny. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
12. Go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Breeze now on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Now Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got 3. 14.
Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there out of Kamara. 51 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often all vultures in normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now Breeze. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Barkevious Mingo in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Penny, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Seattle. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. He'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Janikowski now for the point after. Janikowski good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They run it again with Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result, defensive tackle.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes